Visiting Thailand was a dream come true. It's amazing how one day you can be looking at a photo and then in the blink of an eye, you're actually there. For 1 month, I got to experience what it's like to live in this country I'd heard so much about, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity, for the unforgettable memories that nourished my soul, for the perspectives I gained about the world, the people I met, and for the lessons I learned that made me discover so much more about who I really am. I couldn't encourage you more to give solo traveling a go, to be adventurous and do new things, to spend time in solitude sometimes, to look deeper within yourself, to gain confidence and to really go for your dreams. I didn't let fear stop me from designing a life that I love, and there's nothing stopping you too, for you already have everything within you to fulfill your calling and dreams. I didn't know Thailand would be so healing for me. It's one of those things you could have never predicted and need to surrender to the divine plan when it does happen, especially when the healing means doing the inner work to heal and release beliefs that no longer serve my happiness. Phuket really brought out my inner mermaid again, and I simply fell in love with Earth that much more. The beaches, the dreamy sunsets, the warm crystal blue waters that felt like paradise. This was where I took my first step in Thailand and experienced the culture and language for the first time. Being surrounded by nature like this was just pure bliss, something I won't ever take for granted, and really understood my longing to live near the ocean and be cleansed by the salty waters every day. While Bangkok was a city with a big contrast to Phuket, the temples were simply incredible and breathtaking. This was one of my favourite parts about Thailand too, seeing the streets decorated with colourful and golden temples with so much detail, and that tell so many stories about this land and its people. And lastly, when I arrived in Chiang Mai, I knew it would be a place where something significant would happen. I had sensed the energy that this is where I'd have a big breakthrough, and surely I did, but along came its own challenges too. So I gave myself some rest and space to reflect, and during this time I explored this town and enjoyed every moment here. It immediately felt like a home, like I'd come here before with a sense of familiarity. It's a place that has left a deep impression in my heart, and mostly the night markets and delicious plant-based food. On my last day in Thailand, I dropped by at a cute and vintage-style cafe called My Secret Town and tried their delicious plant-based lemon and passion fruit cake, which was literally a sweet end to my time in Chiang Mai. The night before my departing flight, I decided to have a new kind of experience and take an overnight train from Chiang Mai to Bangkok for the first time. I treated myself with a first-class cabin ticket to bring a greater sense of abundance into my life, and as we departed at 6 p.m. on the clock, we rode off with the sunset, winding through magical sceneries of the Thai mountains and countryside. As I reflected on my 3 months of solo traveling so far, it simply amazes me how fast time flies. Time is so precious, and it's something that once gone, it never comes back, and the only time we ever have is this present moment. We can choose to use our time on earth to do the things that we really love, to focus on what's important, to love unconditionally, to give kindly, to make a difference, and to live our dreams. While I didn't get much sleep that night and almost missed my stop the next morning at 6 a.m, it did make the train ride that much more memorable, and after 12 hours, I made it to Don Mueang Airport in Bangkok. This was time to say goodbye to Thailand, and thank you for how it's shaped me. The friendly people, the adventure, the places, the culture. is ingrained into my heart forever. Thank you, Thailand. As I looked out of the window on the plane, I was once again reminded of one of my favourite life analogies. There is always a blue sky over the clouds, just as there is light in every challenge we face. And now, after 3 months of travelling and 28 hours since leaving Chiang Mai, I am back home. Well, home as in the place where my heart feels happy and connected to, for now anyway. Waking up in Bali again felt incredible and nostalgic. It's like I never really left. There's something about the energy here that always pulls me back, and I knew I wanted to be by the ocean again. So this time I chose to visit Sanur. Even though it's my first time in this little town, it still somehow feels sweetly familiar. Starting the day with my feet in the sand, walking along the blue waters, connecting to Mother Nature, was a definition of happiness to me. It's really these simple and little things that bring me the most joy. So now it's time for some rejuvenation here before our next adventures. Another great lesson I've learned on my travel journey so far is that I need to learn how to mother myself, and practicing sacred self-care is really a part of that. I hope that you are also taking care of yourself physically, mentally and emotionally, and think thoughts that support what you want to create in your life. Every day alive is a gift, and you are here to shine your light unapologetically in this world that needs your presence. And if there's one thing I've learned from the people I've come across on my travels, it's that everyone has a story. Everyone goes through things, and we all share the human condition of feeling love, feeling sadness, feeling fear, and feeling joy. We are all one, so be kind to one another, be compassionate, be giving. You just don't know what someone is going through. And one of the greatest gifts you can give someone is your love, your smile, your hug, your time, your presence.